Taking the first step of faith is a pivotal moment in every believer's journey. It's that courageous leap into the unknown, where trust in God begins to take root. This initial step is not just about belief, it's about action. It signifies a willingness to embrace the divine path laid out for us, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Throughout the Bible, we see countless examples of individuals who took that first step. Think of Abraham, who left his homeland without knowing where he was going, or Peter, who stepped out of the boat to walk on water. These stories remind us that faith often requires us to move beyond our comfort zones. In this video, we'll explore the significance of taking that first step and how it can transform your life. So if you're feeling hesitant or unsure, know that you're not alone. Let's dive into the inspiring journey of faith together and discover the incredible possibilities that await when we take that leap. Faith, as defined in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. This powerful verse lays the foundation for understanding faith from a biblical perspective. It emphasizes that faith goes beyond mere belief. It involves a deep-seated trust in God's promises, even when we cannot see the outcome. Faith is essential for cultivating a relationship with God. It's through faith that we connect with Him, trusting in His character and His plans for our lives. Without faith, our relationship remains superficial, lacking the depth that comes from genuine trust and reliance on His guidance. To illustrate the difference between belief and faith, consider James chapter 2, verse 19, which states that even demons believe in God and shudder. This highlights that belief alone is not enough. True faith requires action and a commitment to live according to God's will. In essence, faith is a dynamic force that propels us into a deeper relationship with our Creator, transforming our lives in profound ways. Throughout the Bible, we find inspiring stories of key figures who took significant first steps of faith, setting powerful examples for us today. One of the most notable is Abraham, who received a divine call in Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 to 4. God instructed him to leave his homeland and venture into an unknown land. Abraham's willingness to obey, despite the uncertainty, marked the beginning of a covenant that would bless nations. Another remarkable example is Moses, who took his first step in Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. When God called him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, Moses hesitated, feeling inadequate. Yet he ultimately stepped forward, embracing his role as a leader and liberator, which changed the course of history for his people. Lastly, we have Peter, who demonstrated incredible faith by stepping out of the boat in Matthew chapter 14, verse 29. Despite the raging storm, he trusted Jesus and walked on water. These stories remind us that taking the first step of faith can lead to extraordinary outcomes and a deeper relationship with God. Overcoming fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are common barriers that can paralyze our faith, preventing us from taking that crucial first step. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10 reminds us, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." This verse reassures us that God is always by our side, even in our most uncertain moments. When we focus on our fears, we often lose sight of His promises and the strength He provides. In times of uncertainty, it's essential to trust in God's unwavering promises. He has a plan for each of us, and stepping out in faith can lead to incredible blessings. Remember, even the most faithful believers have faced doubts. Consider the story of someone who felt called to start a new ministry but was overwhelmed by fear of failure. Through prayer and support from their community, they took that first step, and God transformed their doubts into a thriving outreach. These testimonies remind us that overcoming fear is possible when we lean on God and trust in His guidance. The power of prayer. Prayer plays a vital role in taking the first step of faith, serving as a direct line of communication with God. When we seek His guidance through prayer, we open our hearts to His wisdom and direction. James chapter 1 verse 5 beautifully states, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to all without reproach." This verse encourages us to approach God with our uncertainties, trusting that He will provide the clarity we need to move forward. Aligning our will with God's is essential in this process. prayer helps us to surrender our desires and fears, allowing His plans to take precedence in our lives. When we pray, we invite God into our decision-making, ensuring that our steps are guided by His purpose rather than our own limited understanding. As you contemplate taking that first step of faith, remember that prayer is not just a ritual, it's a powerful tool that can transform your journey. Embrace the opportunity to connect with God and watch how He equips you to move forward with confidence and assurance. Taking action. Taking actionable steps toward your faith journey is essential for growth and transformation. Start by identifying a small, specific action you can take today. This could be as simple as reading a verse from the Bible, journaling your thoughts and prayers, or reaching out to someone for encouragement. Remember, taking the first step doesn't have to be monumental. Starting small can lead to significant changes over time. As you begin this journey, focus on building your faith gradually. Each small step you take will strengthen your trust in God and help you become more comfortable with larger leaps of faith in the future. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it may seem, and allow it to motivate you to keep moving forward. Lastly, always remember that God honors your willingness to step out in faith. He sees your heart and your desire to grow closer to Him. Trust that as you take these steps, He will guide you, support you, and bless your journey in ways you may not yet imagine. Embrace the adventure ahead. Conclusion. As we wrap up our discussion, let's recap the importance of taking the first step of faith. We've explored how this initial leap can transform your spiritual journey, drawing you closer to God and opening doors to new possibilities. Remember the biblical examples of Abraham, Moses, and Peter, who all took significant first steps despite their fears and doubts. Key takeaways to remember include the necessity of prayer in seeking God's guidance, the power of starting small, and the assurance that God honors your willingness to step out in faith. Each small action you take can lead to profound growth and deeper trust in Him. If you found this video helpful, subscribe. I encourage you to engage with us. Please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Like this video to help others find it, and share it with friends or family who may need encouragement in their faith journey. Together, let's continue to explore the incredible adventure of faith and support one another along the way. Thank you for watching.